I'm back, yeah. Look, crazy 8th degree, nerdcore rap guy. Got into a dual fate and I just pulled a trap card. Third-rate rappers with a fourth-rate catalog. Destined for the shadow realm, y'all should never act hard. Flow is so insidious that I need an apprentice type. Master with the force, peep the context of my sentence, right? Phantom like the Sithis, just don't ask me what my pen is like. They know that I'm the menace, who you kidding? Bitch, I'm Dennis Knight. Sweet to drive, high-headed, rhymes are surely cold. Tested, you can never twist my metal like the jury goes. So I ain't never mad when I push it to the max. I got Chris riding with me, about to turn this bitch to Fury Road. Since animated, I'm the one the crew congratulated. When this will provide protective cover like it's laminated. Damn, I made this 16 like a guillotine. It's fascinating. If you think that you're ahead, you get decapitated. All that aside, I ain't merely here to rap words. I'm here to tell you who representing for the black nerds. And to remind you, neither one of these are bad words. Biggest living mirrors, they just choose to see it backward. Who be the leaders of discussion when a topic trends? Dissections got the culture under microscopic lens. Who got the type that you can miss it from the start and make you feel like an expert on the subject by the time it ends? Check the stat, Louis, viewership is mad nice. All these other shows don't seem to cut it, that's a bad slice. Off the books with unscripted jewels you can't write. No vampires, but these interviews on Anne Rice. Yeah, this is the best part. Rhymes on Mandalorian, Independence made a best score. Starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life or death star. So far removed from the drama, we don't notice harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define math, this crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. I'm Mary band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blerd's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is another episode of Blerd's Eye View. I'm your man on the wall, the host and producer, Chris Fury. Thank you for tuning in. We are glad you're here. We're glad we're here. Check us out wherever you listen to your podcast. You can also check us out live on Twitch and YouTube every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And listen to us talk to some really great guests and have a lot of great laughs, and hope everybody laughs along with us. We do a little bit of everything. We cover a breadth of the whole nerd sphere, and we like what we do. So show your love, show your support, hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell on the YouTube channel. Hit that 5-star or wherever you listen to your podcast. Help the crew out. Help the crew out, because we got 3 months before this weather breaks, and we would like to get on the road now. So without further ado, let's get this thing started and rolling. We got my man, 50 grand, the band with the plan, the pulpit master, the master Roshi of the Blerd world, Navy Montel. What's going on?
Hey, brother, what's going on, man?
How you feeling? Fresh back from PAX.
Tired, yo. When I tell you that shit hit me at work, I'm great back to be back to work. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yo, if PAX Unplugged was amazing. Nothing but a good time. So many wonderful things. If you're a tabletop gamer, this is your paradise. Let me tell you, I was hopping from place to place to place. And I actually had the chance as a content creator, because see, I got credentials, be proud because I'm part of the crew, I got credentials and everything. So one of the games that I was given, and as a presser, you can do interviews with the creators and people on the cup. By the way, how do I sound?
You sound good.
Okay. New microphone. A donation from a friend of mine. Much I appreciate him for doing that. Deontay for doing that. So you and I, we're familiar with the Massive Verse, correct?
Yes.
I got to talk to Chris Solis from Solis Studios.
Interesting.
And this is the Massive Verse fighting card game. It has everybody in here. We're talking Radiant Black. We're talking Rogue Sun, Dead Lucky, the Infernals, all of them. And I got this for free.
I need to see more Radiant Black.
Yes. Yes. I meant to ask him. He looks like he's about to be overloaded. So
Oh, man. Well, I'm glad you are back from the trip, from the mission, the side mission. We're getting up there, man. Sleep is such a curse word at these days. It was like, sleep,
bro. Who are you kidding?
Did you not give me any sleep?
And just for you, Chris.
Oh shit. Hey. Don't threaten me. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is what I love about not just doing this show, but just being in this sphere of nerddom. I'm never too tired for it.
Facts.
Like I may be physically tired. I'm like, hey, they talking about X-Men. X-Men, you say? Like, give me a minute. Let me get a swig of water here. Give me a hot second. Step outside in the cold for about 5 minutes, and I'm back with you. But yeah, I'm never too tired to talk about just nerdy stuff and just have fun with it, because I've gone on and on. There's a group of friends I have here in Cleveland, and when we meet up, it's literally a whole event. Like we gotta, and it's normally for the comic book store that we go to. Shout out to Carolyn John Comic Shop. We normally we connect, we get something to eat, we nerd out on whatever, we go get our pull list, we get whatever, we do raffles at the shop and whatnot, pal around, and then can't separate. Like this will start at like 8:00, and then before you know it, it's 2 a.m.
Yeah. Time has no concept. And let me tell you, PAX was just like that. That's the vibe that we got. BlerdCon is the same way. You never, and what's funny is when you speak on things geek and nerd, it's a secret energizer.
Yeah.
You could be exhausted. Like you said, you could be tired as all get out. Your body is telling you to go to bed, but someone says, Endgame was crap. Really? Oh, we're going to talk about this. Let's go. Let's chat about it.
My first year at Blerd, I was with Kurt with Head Nerds in Charge, and I went up to the room. And the crew was up there. He's like, come up to the room, have some drinks, we'll chill out. Cool. I'm up there with them. I'm up there with Trap Nerd Podcast crew. We in there talking about Batman. Before I knew it, it was 3 a.m. and I still had to go back to my hotel. I did not get tired until I had to start walking to the car.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, you know what? The following year, I'm going to get a hotel across the street.
Sir, I'm going to need you to be on that, because these conversations going to go long into the night.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't got that convenience of having your stuff nearby.
Like that first year, that was 2021. That was my first Blerd. 2021 was my first Blerd. So it was, but I had always followed everything. That was my first Blerd. Everybody that I've met and known prior to that, I've known online, but that right there, I was just like, yo, yeah. Let's figure this out, because this ain't gonna be the only time. Yeah. So we got our shipwright in the building. Black Spark, along with Inside Wild Obi in the building, and Princess Zuri.
So while we see half his face, Zuri is like, nah, they don't need to see your face. Nah.
Zuri was in that direction. She was in the direction of Sesame Street, and she heard her name like, oh, me.
What's up, baby? Look at her. She is just beautiful.
Thank you. As Obi is destructive in the background.
He's looking up like, sir, what?
I'm just afraid to turn around and see what he's got. Afraid to turn around and see what he has.
It's nothing dangerous.
He has a stare on his face. The stare is important.
I was gonna say yes. Sleep sounds wonderful. Let me know how that works out.
Yeah. We have it from the Med Bay. We got Show Core.
Oh my gosh, this is my baby. What's going on, boo? Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. How are you feeling, Show Core?
I feel like I'm dying. And
You better not die on me. I'll kill you. Okay,
You
I'm
know
not
what
gonna go to
it
Atlantic Comic Con by myself next year.
let me tell you, yeah, I felt like God had taken me, and I felt like I could have just been out of here, and I would have been like, okay, I'm good with it.
She's
Okay,
like, oh, I'm giving
I'm
up the ghost.
okay.
I'm okay.
I'm okay, but I can't say that because my partner will be mad at me. So,
Yeah, they will. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
I'm
I
okay. I'm eating.
You
Right
need
here.
you
Tell
need
your
grease.
partner to go get the soup. Go get the soup and the ginger ale. Yes. Yes.
My problem is I don't be using Instacart or none of that shit. I just
Yeah, I was
refuse
saying.
to pay somebody
you
a bunch of
realize
money to get my
you
shit.
realize the minute I get your address, it's a wrap. You know that, right? I'm hitting the road. All right.
Oh,
Fuck them
yeah.
state troopers. It's a wrap. That's all I gotta say. You been in my house. You know how I am. So
I'm like, eat some grease. You'll feel better once the grease is in your system.
Yeah. And
exactly.
I'm leaving to go to Anime Week in Atlanta on Thursday. So I'm like, my stomach need to get it together because I'm trying to eat.
Ooh, that's a con that's on my list. I have never gone.
Shoko was just like, we're gonna have some problems, so you need to get it right.
No, that's why I say, you know what, I'm gonna try to just stick to this bread little thing. So when I get there, because it's brunch, it's dinner, it's lamb. I'm not trying to miss. Uh, like Jesus, I'm trying to have a good time.
Oh my gosh.
We got our boots on the ground in the building. Tafari TV, what's happening?
What up, man?
So I got to be close to paying off my car because now everything wants to go wrong close to the holiday. So
that's how that always happens.
Yep. All right.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Once that final note is paid, the car shows its flaws.
Stuff makes
Like, so, it literally says, so you made that last payment. Guess what I'm going to do? You know?
Yeah.
No comment, ladies and gentlemen.
It's just all the wrong noises, and I mean, it's hanging off for dear life. And I'm like, I not got you checked. Were we just gonna hang out on the side of the road all day one weekend or what?
And then you start smelling things you didn't think you didn't notice before. Like, I didn't remember that smell.
This is what I get being responsible.
That check engine light's a light switch.
Look, I can't tell you my last car that I had, I was smelling stuff and I'm like, I know that ain't my ride. Hold on. It's the truck in front, or it's the truck's exhaust in front of me. Thank God. You know, I'm like, yo, wait.
See, I'll never forget the time I was driving someone else's car and I just saw the passenger front tire roll in front of us, and we just sit there and stared at it for a second, and then gravity took over.
Oh my God.
Everybody comes back with a tickle in their throat. We know who did it.
I'm not sick like that. I just
Stop. What we doing? What we doing?
I'm not.
Show your space to zero.
You
Look here,
what happened.
that happened. Navy. That happened 2021.
Yeah,
that happened 2021. I got the alert that said, you may have been exposed to someone who had COVID. I'm like, didn't we get the shots? Didn't we? Y'all just hard headed.
I'll be honest.
Let me tell you, okay.
Plugged it out in the crib.
What happened was I ate 3 times a day for 5 or 6 days straight, a bunch of food, big food. Because I thought I was big shit. Okay, in Alabama, in the deep
and then
South.
you took a big shit.
Oh, thank you.
You ate chitlins, didn't you?
Hell no, you will never. I don't even eat pork for real. So like, but I ate a lot of food, and basically my stomach was like, you supposed to be disciplined. Like, what are you doing? There is no breaks, and my stomach definitely was like, you're about to throw all this up.
Yeah,
the
basement and the attic were fighting. That's what she was saying.
Oh, stop!
Like, yo, this is not normal. We need to expel this one. Who's going to do it? Not me.
Good grief.
I ain't gonna lie. When they
boy.
after the last couple of cons, we be in the Discord like, all right, who got the positive COVID test, and we all just send it to work and be like, I'm not coming in for 2 weeks. I forget who it was at DreamCon, but I owe you a beer next time. So thanks for that.
Genius.
So we have a guest in building tonight. He is back with the second half, which I believe releases tomorrow. The Orange Tape, which is his Nickelodeon love letter. We got Mark Cooper in the building. Mark Cooper, let's put
let's go.
Let's put you up here. Give you that. Yeah.
It's so weird because like you hear it on the playback, but it doesn't play for me in here.
It doesn't like your room. That's what.
But I've been here so long, I know what sound effects he's using.
It doesn't like your room. That's all that is.
Mark, I first want to say I was looking at the lineup, like for because when I go through one of the programs to set it up so it can load the next morning, it has I'll say Mark Cooper, then it picks all the dates, and I'm like, you're one appearance away from being a 10-time appearance person on the ship.
I'm 10 times, almost 10 times.
Damn.
Yeah, this is number 9.
That's a fact.
Much like Saturday Night Live, we may have to pitch in and get you a smoking jacket. So, but yeah, you're at. This is number 9 right here. I was looking. I'm like, I didn't realize it was that many times he came through.
The man is a veteran of the show. Okay,
Yeah,
he's a veteran.
So, we talked about the Orange Tape, which was the first volume. Now we're doing Orange Tape 2. Is this releasing today's Tuesday? Is it releasing tomorrow or Thursday?
Thursday, the 12th.
Thursday.
So 12, 12, 24. Do the math.
Yeah. Oh.
48.
Oh.
Sir.
12
Sir.
plus 12 is 24.
Oh.
Sir, I listened to this bad boy. I was on my way back from PAX. I listened to this whole thing twice. Let me tell you, this bad boy is fire, especially number 3, Our Real Monsters.
Yeah.
Number 8, Wienerville, and number 9, Silverball Era. I'm sitting, and my friends just like, are you okay? I'm like, bitch, you have no idea what Majesty I'm listening to right now. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking dope. I love it. I love all of this shit. I love it right here. Welcome to Wienerville. That's my shit. Oh my gosh.
You have appearances on this thing, and literally, as I took the long way home listening to this. I'm not gonna lie. I was listening to it at work, and I kept getting interrupted. I said, you know what? You people are pissing me off. y'all don't never bother me this much. Now all of a sudden, so let's fix this. I'm gonna listen to some of it now, and then go into a gate somewhere, and like y'all can't bother me. And then that way, I can listen to it with absolutely no problems and be happy.
Do not disturb is such a magnificent thing. And fuck your feelings. I'm busy. Okay.
So those tracks you mentioned, Navy, are my favorite, along with Land of the Lost.
I vibe with Land of the Lost though. I vibe with that.
Yeah,
that's a sleeper. I've heard other people say that's their favorite song, which I was pretty shocked about. You know what I mean?
It's literally the next track, but it's going at the end of the Land of the Lost, and they say, and something about a log, and you're both like, from Blammo, and I'm like, oh, you talk about log now, okay? I'm like, okay. We can discuss the process of making this album. We can discuss the appearances of making this album, how much fun this looks like it was, and all the above. Because as you're listening to the scripts and all the skits and in between, and I'm just like, damn, okay. Oh shit, I remember that. You realize I'm like, I remember that. I was like, so Tafari, you and Shoko are 90s babies. And I know
Let's not get defensive because we said you're 90s babies.
No, amen. I love the 90s. This is beautiful.
Put the sword down. Put the
Not
sword
the
down,
high
show,
five.
yo. Put the sword
We just
down.
gotta be careful. We don't want her to throw up again, so please be careful.
Oh
Lord,
my
Lord.
goodness.
So, Tafari, I'm gonna start with you. You can go ahead and ask Mark the questions, but what was it like for you to hear this album and just kind of reminisce all that Nickelodeon, Nicktoons era?
So who's doing the screaming on the intro? Who's your freaked out co-pilot the entire?
Wally O'Galley.
Yeah.
Wally O'Galley's a good friend of mine, Martez Moore. Like we went to college together, and what was funny is that like years ago he used to be able to do these over the top, energetic voices and all that. So there was one thing he was on some mixtape where friends of ours made, and their group was called The Forecast. So then he was all of a sudden like, "This is Wally O'Galley, and the weather is phenomenal." Like he was talking like that, and then I was like, "This is insanely out of control." We know for Nickelodeon that it just makes total sense. So when he was on Test Drive, as Wally O'Galley from Channel One News talking at front, that's why I decided to bring him back in this particular series as a narrator. So, that's the thing about Nickelodeon was known about telling stories. So by having somebody who's with you in the journey, it makes the skit that much more. And that's what made it super cool. So when I put it in the front of the recap, is that there are so many individuals who'll be like, "Oh, it's a part 2. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this album." That's why you put that in the beginning. It's almost like you yelling at somebody, hey, just like any kind of cartoon. You're thinking like, "Hey, you're doing this wrong." And that's what's kind of that starts it up. So it worked out well.
Okay.
There's another track that features Blizzard.
Yeah, kablam, right?
That kablam. It was. Are you familiar with Little Brother out of North Carolina?
I am.
It was giving me that vibe. It was literally giving me that whole vibe. It was very laid back, but it had a nice little cut to it, and I'm like, yo, why they sound like Little Brother right now? It was, but it was definitely a listen, and I took it back several times. I'm like, I had to listen to it again. I'm like, my wife was like, "Can you pick up my medicine?" Yes, no problem.
Right.
Normally I'm on the rush, but yeah, no problem, because now I can. I'm in line listening to it. I'm like, okay, yeah. I would stay in the driveway, sit in the car for a little bit, and listen to this again.
Mhm.
So you have a lot to offer when it comes to this, and I can honestly say that touching on this, and then it's especially the ending. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're not done. We're not done. I don't know, because I know Shoko was globetrotting and out sick at the same time, so I'm not sure if she had a chance to really sit back and have a chance to listen to it. But if she did,
I
let me know.
definitely didn't listen to the entire 17 tracks, but I will say I skipped through, and I did like Nickelodeon Showdown, the last one, because I'm in my Kendrick era. And it's giving Crash Out just a little bit. The instrumental. And so I was like, okay, it's giving eerie just a little bit. I like that. But they said Lord of the Lost was good too. So I did like that one, like the start of it, because I only listened to probably 30 seconds of each song.
Oh no, you were just trying to review. That's cool.
Yeah. But I did like Nickelodeon Showdown 5. It made me think of like all of the, like all of those video games that I've never played, that are all the Nickelodeon characters against each other.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I think they even had a Wii version of this game. I don't even know why they got a game, but it was just a bunch of characters just fighting, like, oh, big showdown. It just gave me that, which even though I don't play those games, I thought it was cool, because I get tired of like, it's like it gives you the adrenaline, like, oh, this is cool. Like SpongeBob is fighting Jimmy Neutron, and somehow Tom and Jerry is here. But it's like at some point I get tired. So I stopped playing those games. But I do like the song because it's given eerie and it's also like you're rapping on it. So I like that one. Yeah.
Well, thank you. You know what I mean? Like the funny thing about the showdowns, just to get you to speed, is that are you a fan of like Sway in the Morning where they do the 5 fingers of death? That's
Oh,
the
okay.
concept of the Nickelodeon showdown. So in the first album, I get trapped in a video zone competing in that. So for
Mhm.
each round, I have to reference 13 random Nicktoons in 2 minutes time. So because the reason why I did that is because there was way too much Nickelodeon to be able to do it. So instead, I just took all 65 Nicktoons and split them up at random by 13. So for Showdown 1, 2, 1 through 5, it's a new set every single time. So
Nice.
when next year when the visuals come out, then you'll see what I mean.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for the visuals. I love a good visual.
Oh yeah.
This man is playing chess.
Man, I love a good visual. Come on now, give me the MTV VH1. Wake up and watch the music videos.
Yeah.
Spartan, what you got? Well, we know we got you good. We know you got Princess Ari.
Her and Obi right now are trying to play who gets daddy's attention first. But no, this one, man, where do I begin with part two? I should say, not just Mark Cooper, Mr. Cooper, sir. First off, damn, loved every track, and I mean, it takes a lot for me to stop in the middle of work and just vibe and forget what I'm doing. That's how I know it's good music. But yeah, the Inspector Gadget, that one I loved. I love the beat off that one. And kablam. That okay. I'm a big okay. Let me turn a very short rant into 3 sentences.
Oh, wow.
If you can't if you can't freestyle, you can't rap. That's always been my opinion. If you try to pull an Aubrey and BS,
He took it from me. Oh, he took it from me.
Look,
you try to BS in a booth. I'm sorry, you can't rap. It is beyond obvious you can do it with no problem. But if I had to pick 2 tracks, those 2 tracks, for lack of better words, you showed your ass off, man. I'd have to give you props for that. But yeah, it's from a lyricist fan standpoint, dude. I got nothing but praise for you.
Thank you. That means the world. And then people are going to enjoy Thursday because there's always surprises too. So
this man is full of them.
You said enjoy what?
Surprise.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So when you hear there's the slime edition, it's in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with 5 other tracks that weren't submitted. So I cover like Salute Your Shorts, Wild and Crazy Kids, Nicktoons Summer Beach House, Icky Vicky, and
no way.
And an extended version of Patty.
Oh, boy, I
Not
can't wait for
Icky
this.
Vicky. Man, they knew what they did when they put that in that goddamn show. And I don't yeah. That okay.
Navy, what you got?
Where do I begin, sir? I'm coming back from PAX, and my friends they're driving, doing their thing, and I saw the email come from Chris about the orange tape. I said, you know what? You put this comic book down, and I'm gonna start listening to it. And when I tell you the vibe was real, all I did was visualize every single song in my head, but it was all real monsters that just made me nod my head at least 5 times. And Silver Ball era, that groove, everything, the flows. What you know about your Silver Ball era? I was like, let's go. And my friend's like, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Hemorrhoids. Sorry, my bad. Hemorrhoids. Sorry. Just saying. You nailed all of this, man. This was a journey and a half. I love music that tells a story. And you have become a very prolific storyteller with music. So I applaud you on that. I ain't got no questions because you don't question genius. That's all I got to say. You don't question genius, okay? You put him on an alabaster pedestal underneath a footpad of platinum, and you let the spotlight hit him, and you go, see that? That's what you other little lazy motherfuckers ain't doing. Okay, I'm going to need y'all to fix that.
I want to say Coming Home. When I finally got home, it was another track that I had to replay because once I got out the car, I was humming it. I was humming the chorus. And it's Clarissa's Vital Information.
Yeah.
I found myself humming Clarissa Explains It All. And I'm just like, wait. My wife's like, what? And I'm like, don't question it. I collect comics and action figures. You're questioning things now.
That's crazy.
It's like just roll with the crazy and you'll be fine.
Right.
You know? But no, I found myself just humming that and then going back through. So it's been a couple songs going through my head. Defying Gravity. Shout out to Cynthia Irvio. that's been running through my head. And Clarissa's Vital Information, Our Real Monsters, Land of the Lost, and Kablam. It's just, and then there's Kendrick. It's been nothing but. I've been getting blessed with a lot of music. I'm not gonna lie. My last 2 weeks have been nothing but. I got something nice to listen to.
Yeah.
I didn't know folks could hear me listening to music. I found out this week that, and so like I was just doing stuff, and then she said, "Oh, here you go with that same song again." We seem like there's nobody up there. Like, what are you talking about? How can you hear my music from my computer? It was a Kendrick song. And she's like, "There's the same song again," and I was like, "This entire time you just been listening to me listen to this song, and you ain't said nothing for weeks."
I want to play at least one song from the album, just to get an idea for people that's listening and watching to get an idea what they're in for coming Thursday.
Sure.
From the crew, pick a track.
Silver Ball era. I said what I said.
Navy beat me to it.
Silver Ball era. Okay, we'll play.
Yeah, it works.
Silver Ball era. We can play Silver Ball era. All right. Yeah, we can play Silver Ball era. So let me get that set up. But yeah, I have never actually not liked what you put out. It's always been something. Even during the album when you mentioned in the beginning all these, like, you just can't jump in, and they're like, well, I have continuing stories, and he names off all the albums. I'm like, you don't realize this dude has a discography. He has a whole freaking library of music that is consistently coming out. So there's just some things you just can't deny. But here's Silver Ball era, preaching Mike Gill and D-Nick.
What you know about the Silver Ball era? Nickelodeon. What you know about the Silver Ball era? Nickelodeon. What you know about the Silver Ball era? Nickelodeon. What you know about the Silver Ball era? Nickelodeon. What you know about the Silver Ball era? Nickelodeon. What you know about the Silver Ball era? Nickelodeon. What you know about the Silver Ball era? Nickelodeon.
Picture this, the brink of 79, 2 years after the Cube network that's on the rise, and caught them by surprise. But kids are identified with other peers on the station that live, laugh, and cry. America go bananas on the high note, follow with the spins of pinwheel with the half-day time flow. Wherever the time go, find us, keep us, find the remote under the mess while we cheer right on the bleachers. I double dare you for the physical challenges laid on with the check and the bounces, made sure it's full of passion. And she did it with motherly love, but the peers never realized they needed a hug and a good laugh that brings joy right to the spirit. The pinball boards do watch, knowing you hear it. Others can't do it on television, that's just fine. But the things you don't know end up getting you slime.
What you know about the Silver Ball era? 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 What you know about the Silver Ball era?
D-Nickel, and you know what that's short for. The first kids network that a few had to implore, but now no more begging, totality is honor. Read what you sow, but don't confuse that with karma. If this is new to you, well and welcome freshmen. Double dare with Pete and their best friend Ellen. All about them wits, salute your shorts with the fits. Let me to my prime. Ignorance will get you slime. Fun is the objective when it comes to this division. Before Nick, you can't do that on television. Take on Legends of the Hidden Temple. You need guests like Clarissa. Explain it all so that you don't go nuts. All my brother and me, but not Kenny and Kel. Hey, dude, them two cats still excel. And when I say they excel, they all at wild and crazy kids. Who could be that?
What you know about the Silver Ball era? 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 What you know about the Silver Ball era?
Microphone misfits. Player one.
Dude.
Sir.
Gotta give
Sir.
it.
Now I hear.
My neck was just, he had his own mind, and I could do about that. So
Sometimes you don't pull a full max of flex for no reason. Not everybody can come up in here in the booth. Not everybody can spit. Not everybody can do fire.
See, Mark's not on his phone waiting for the ghostwriter to send something through.
Takes too much time.
I can imagine. Like, imagine waiting for somebody. That's crazy.
On the spot.
But that's the beauty of a true lyricist when you can put together a story and it's not written. You can tell when something's written versus when something's actually being spit. And that right there, I was like, that's why I was like with Navy about Silver Ball. I'm like, if that was even though the intent was not to make it freestyle, it still sound like it, but it's that good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you hit every nail on the head, like you were trying to put certain. It's almost like Chris said, it's that game a long time ago where you're trying to put certain phrases into your rhyme scheme. Mark, I ain't gonna lie, you make it look easy, man. You make it look like I can rap.
It takes a lot of practice, especially for doing like nerdcore type of stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I can rap, but I rap sandwiches. You actually can do it.
Hey, but don't say rapping sandwiches is a bad art.
No, because I sure as hell can't do it. Don't ask me to make a burrito. No, it's gonna fall out.
I barely passed PBs and JU. What are you talking about?
I can't do none of that shit. God knew where to put me, and it wasn't there.
It wasn't for being in the booth and rapping burritos. It wasn't for neither one of them.
No.
Right.
Look, I'm just getting the hang of rapping gifts. Don't worry about it.
I gave that dream up.
Yeah.
So, but I'm a piggyback of what Spartan said. You have a way of telling the story, and every album I've heard from you ever since your first appearance, and I'm like, oh, he's really telling a narrative. He's telling a story, and he's staying within that narrative because now it's bringing you out. Your cartoon series. You're just like, I'm sitting back, just like replaying all those in my head. The lo-fi library is amazing tracks on that one. And then your Player One series, sitting back and thinking just all these video games and Captain N cartoon and everything else. And then here we are. Now we're talking Nickelodeon, and we're covering 40 years, maybe more, 40 plus
45.
years. Like that's 45 years of you'd never, and it's still going. Nickelodeon's still going. 45 years of content.
Yeah.
For those who write superhero films that has 70 plus years of content from both houses alone, don't say we don't know what to write. No, this man has taken 45 years of content and put it on 2 albums. And it's not even done.
It still feels like yesterday when I would get up in the morning to watch Pinwheel. And that was the only show they showed for 6 hours before they jumped to you can't do that on television, and the Tomorrow People and Danger Mouse.
Yep.
Oh my God. Salute Your Shorts. Especially you can't do that on television. That was everything.
Yeah, that's where slime came from. So yeah.
That was their signature, and it stayed right there. I need to talk to those kids who was on Double Dare and on Legends of the Hidden Temple. It's not that freaking hard. I don't understand.
The Iron Monkey will make it.
I heard that.
There are so many stories about that. Like, like chatting with individuals about it. Like I went on an interview and people were talking about the Shrine to Silver Monkey thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was one of the individuals that would be furious and mad, but like it's 3 pieces. You know what I mean? But for what I'm understanding is that these kids were 9 and 10, right? But you're gonna like this because it's actually kind of funny. So they fed them first before the show. So they fed them pizza and pop and everything before the show. So they were already sluggish as it is.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know that before. So they were just as sluggish as it is. So by the time they got to that 3rd round or whatever, they're like, Jesus. and then on top of that, you get to the end and you hear the prizes that they give you. And one of the prizes is legitimately a pack of nerds. It's not a joke. It's a real thing. You can reference it from the first few episodes. You can get either a case of Nestle Quick or a pack of nerds or go to space camp.
That sounds like some the time though.
I swear, go on.
I remember that.
Go on Paramount and watch it. And you'll think I'm playing with you.
You're 100% right because I remember the Rocket and Space Camp in Huntsville was like the go-to. There's like, we'll send you on a 5-day whatever to the Rocket and Space Center in Huntsville.
I actually wanted to compete just to go to space camp. That's all I wanted to do.
Right. And I know the shoes that you'll never find in the existence of life is not there. The BK rash checks or whatever, the things to do the clicking with the
God,
you can't even find that just being funny on eBay. You can't even find that. Like it just doesn't exist. But whatever's left is buried in that time capsule or something.
Nickelodeon. Wow. Didn't Skip make that same monkey and take it to Dragon Con and nobody could figure it out?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, "It's 3 pieces. How did everybody fumble this week?"
That's a level of pay I can respect. It's like, you think it's easy?
When Mark mentioned pizza and soda and sluggish, Spartan's the look on Spartan's face is like, "OB, I got pizza."
No, I'm crying.
It won't work.
That's what happened. They fed them pizza before everything else.
You said what, Spartan?
That's a reverse effect on that child. No,
that's reverse engineering at work right there.
What'd you say, Obi? It was just like, that was good. I would need more. I need more.
No, 100%.
That little bundle of energy behind me just, oof.
So
I'm happy the boys got energy, but god dang.
What technically is the silver ball era?
Okay, so the silver ball era is from 79 to 84. And the reason why it's silver ball
for us.
Yeah, and I know, but the funny thing is before Nickelodeon had the orange slime and all that stuff, there used to be a pinball.
Yeah.
So like kind of like when you used to see all the Schoolhouse Rock thing and then they would shoot the pinball in the 70s. Well, they did that in Nickelodeon to symbolize the thing for kids. There's a game, so it looks like it could be that kind of show. And then later, the rest was history when they got to their orange years era. And then that's where orange is the color that's the most friendly for children.
Yep.
Of all colors. Like there's all these different colors have different emotions and feelings. Orange makes it selective and exclusive to a particular audience. So that's why they roll with orange for that. So
yeah, I was very much orange tape in the scribble splat era.
Yeah.
It's amazing how it's amazing how it took You Can't Do That on Television to really solidify, our brand is going to be slime.
Yep.
For everything. Like now you look forward to it. Like you don't walk away unless you get this bucket of green goo dumped on you. Because if you don't, it's a problem.
Right.
Like I don't feel I don't feel baptized until it happens. You know.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, considering you got scared every time you heard them say "I don't know," so if you in real life, you don't have that common sense when you say "I don't know" and you flinch
Yep.
and you look up thinking somebody's gonna pour it on you.
Yep.
That's
Be like,
that's that natural paranoia, bro.
The fact that it was like a kid's version of Saturday Night Live.
Pretty much.
It
Yep.
set the stage, and it set the stage for that type of entertainment, and then all that comes later.
Mhm.
You know, and it's like which they might want to revisit that. Saturday Night Live is going on 50 years. It's 50 years.
When Schnick.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize all that was going that long. Like I didn't know Gabriel Iglesias used to be on all that.
Oh yeah.
Fluffy.
Yeah, I knew him as Fluffy before I knew him from all that.
That's crazy, right?
So it's definitely a moment in time to kind of be in that moment and enjoy it. And here she is. There's my second in command.
Oh my gosh! Hi, yay!
Hey.
Hi, we missed you. Don't do that again. Just sorry.
How you doing?
That's why I got the shuttle. That's why I got the
Look
shuttle.
like that. Now, can I say that I low key like when they were in the slime and like they used to just slow slime on people, even at the slime awards. I used to be so. Anytime they had like a
You
black
got jealous,
kid,
didn't you? Jealous, didn't you?
no. Anytime they had like a black kid contestant or like a black, I would be like, y'all just gonna mess up their hair like that? I just want to be in the kid like
every time.
Oh,
Every time.
because I'm just like, I know how many. My mom was on a schedule growing up. Every 2 weeks she got her hair done. I wasn't on that schedule, but I know my hair was done even as an athlete, and I got it fucked up. But if I were to have slime on my hair, even as a kid, I knew. I was just like, there's no way they let them do that. I was sitting there like, dang.
They had it in the fine print, the release form. They had it in the fine print. Just like you use a nigga. Don't worry about your hair. Don't worry about it.
You bound to get slime, but we got Lester's pink hair removed back there.
That's what I'm like, bro.
NDAs, nigga, don't ask. You know what's gonna happen. You knew you signed up for.
They just splat the crowd and send y'all back to the car, and then when they had a contestant or character, I'm just like, your hair and makeup person has to be back. But when they had a black girl, I'm like, your hair and person got to be backstage fuming. And then I found out, y'all don't really have those, so your parents are probably backstage.
But I'm like, your parents signed you up for this, so I know they knew. But still, I just feel like my mother would have been like, no.
Your mom would have been like,
looked at that bank account like,
right, Mark, right.
Like that whole look like, no, they didn't.
Can she get a body, something slime proof for her hair, please? We just spent 6 hours in the house.
You better double this money out of all the work I've done this girl hair. You better double it.
Right.
Like, why couldn't they find you like a swim cap or something to put on your head or something to block some of that from getting on you?
They didn't want
surprise factor.
They didn't want the look. Probably like, oh, how you gonna cover your hair? Like, they don't even like that in the for whatever reason in the Olympics when they came out with the quote unquote like for natural hair head cap. They ain't even like that, even though they always wear head caps. Like
that's aerodynamic for black people.
So,
understand it called for black women to get that. It's not free.
I apologize.
You know, somebody was watching their client like live from the salon, like, "Oh, look at my work." Just insulted on live television.
Crazy word. Crazy word.
Lady Mandalore, I know we played a track earlier. What was one of your favorite tracks off this Orange Tape album?
Clarissa. Oh my gosh.
The Vital Information.
Yeah, Clarissa's Vital Information.
Vital Information. Yeah. That was a good one.
See, I told you, me and this woman over here, you got it. Something like that. There we go. Yeah, right over there. We're in sync. Direction might be a little off right now, but we're in sync.
A little off. Okay.
Yeah, lips.
No, I think if I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna play this second track, and then y'all can't get no more because y'all got to go over to the band camping and get the rest. Y'all got to go over there and show
that part. Support this man.
But Clarissa's Vital Information is definitely a banger. The whole, let's be honest, the whole album is a banger. You know, been getting banger albums for like 2 weeks now from 2 different people. Mark's one of them, so I'm fine with that. Here's Clarissa's Vital Information featuring Tyrese.
That's just vital information. That's just vital information. Listen.
You can peep the writing on the wall. Explains it all. Words of advice on call. No matter what falls through the cracks, I just know to relax. Make a big old rubber band ball for the record, not jaw. I break the fourth wall in the household. Such a darling, hard to go. But in revenge mode, watch the scene unfold. With straight jackets, a balloon flute solo. Who's that at my window? Hi, Sam. Every thought I have to stop like a telegram. On the other hand, bird face money plans just don't stand a chance. Their quill will not advance. Yeah. Cause Rachel's so sweet with the melody. Joan Hart for the remedy. Back in the 90s, those were the times that we had a blast. An icon that was meant to last. Yeah.
That's just vital information. That's just vital information.
Pick up the phone, it's Lori Beth. Way before the text, what do you expect? Vital information for your everyday life. You see Connie Muldoon run for your life, but never think twice, cause she's the OG of the cast. Always had drive, never running out of gas. Like the great era corn, she gon' lead you amazed. Best kept pop secret, we on the same page, what a craze. My punchlines in the boxer, voice so high like the opera. Not a complaint, but I need to see the doctor. Got a case of hush bombs, noise ain't proper. No eavesdropper, get my point across like fingerly. Can't figure out my vibe or my energy. So my memory better all with the seasons. Forever and ever for that reason. Bring it back.
That's just vital information. That's just vital information. That's just vital information. That's just vital information.
Well, there we go. Look out for that one on Bandcamp this Thursday, 12/20. Thursday on Bandcamp. It's Mark Cooper. Mark,
Yes.
what is next?
I don't know what to say.
Are we reaching NDA territory?
Here we go.
No, not at all. It's definitely not that. I've said it on here before, but
It's like we get carte blanche over here.
no, not at all. The only things that's really new, well, one thing is that I filmed the whole process of recording the Orange Tape 1 and 2, so it's gonna be turned into a short film for it.
Nice.
You know what I mean? That way it's all particularly set up. A lot of the things for the Kickstarter getting shipped out, just waiting for the last portions of it. I find out pretty cool. Then it's the 10 years of the monthly beat tape series. So that's a beat tape every single month next year.
Man, stays
I
working.
think I got the list already. Because the way I did this is like I've been preparing for it for about a couple years. So I'm maybe 4 or 5 beat tapes ahead. So this is the situation where I take a break and I focus on those. So like January will be all the beats that were on the Nickelodeon album that didn't make it. So there'll be a beat tape for that. February will be Thrill House, which is a Simpson themed beat tape. You know, now that also the voice of Millhouse decided to retire from the show. So a Simpson theme there. I think March you guys will get a Transformers EP that I've already had finished. Saturday morning cartoons are coming. Insert credits. Lo-Fi Library Volume 3.
Yes.
The Mark Cooper Monday album is where I produce for all the different nerdcore artists throughout time. It's a lot. I mean, there's just that, and then the voiceover stuff, and then all the other things are picking up, and some other things I got going.
For somebody that has as many projects and releases, you and Kendrick went to the same school of hard knocks. Y'all had to.
I mean, this man got work on top of work. It's like he wants. It's like he goes after Drake for no reason, but we understand.
But nah, it's just a way to not just keep things in the vault. You know, just try to stay as consistent as I can. And it's not really about the putting out project after project after project, because it makes it seem like it's more of a quantity over a quality. But the thing is, when I do these beat tape stuff, it's every 5 years. So it's stuff I've always created and made over time that I'm able to put together. Because there are people who are just fans of the beats, but there's also artists that need beats as well. So by having those, you know, rollouts, it works out well for them.
Is there anything that you don't put out? Like, is no, that's a real question.
Yeah, no,
like,
you're for real.
How do you decide? There's like, I'm gonna put that over here because I don't want to do that one. I don't want to put that out yet. Like, is there anything that you're like that about?
Yeah, and that's why I wait 5 years so I do it.
You got that.
Yeah, so
she's a little fuse.
Yeah, because that Transformers eject from Cybertron, I had that finished maybe about 1.5 years ago. Maybe about a year. I teased it a little bit and I just kind of let it be.
Nice.
And so there's that, and then just lots of beats that, you know, that didn't make certain tapes that will venture and go back to, and then finish those with the new knowledge or skill to come from. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like going back to a land after you made it to level 30, and the things that were difficult where you were level 15 in this land are nothing now. So it's kind of like that's just kind of like the idea to, you know, go about it. You know, you just go back and you just be like, okay, I know what to do with this now. Okay, I know how to mix this. Okay, I know what to add here. All right, I can use this for this. You know what I mean? Just like a box of Legos, man. You never know what you can build with the set of pieces that's there. You know, a lot of people see, you know, Legos and they buy models, but what people don't understand is you can combine different models to make whatever you want.
You know how you walk into black folks' house in the kitchen and you see Big Mama got the fold in her elbow and everything.
Yeah.
That's you with mixtapes, my guy. Like, if you know it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good. He's like,
I'm honored, man. That to get the grandma, you know, the Big Mama with the fat fold in cooking. That's a trophy in itself. Like
the fat fold with a forearm steel.
Yeah. He was like, look, might blow your ears out, but it'll be worth it.
It is technically arm fold season. We should call it that. Arm fold season.
So with having 3 people here that practice the craft, was voiceovers just like a love letter to the art form itself?
Well, I enjoy it because of what it is. But when I did in this album, what I wanted to be able to portray is just let people know that there is an art form in all of it. And that was what I was saying is probably the most difficult to do, because just drawing a story, it's like it's not necessarily, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You know what I mean? Like a lot of us as blerds and things like that, we think of things and be like, oh, well, this person did this, well, this person did that. And we get to a level where people will use that information to only solidify an argument. Like they'll be like, oh, there's no black voice actors out there. Oh, I got you now. See, there's Cree Summers, there's you know, and David, and you know, and they'd use it for that. And it's just like, you know, I just want to make sure we pay some kind of homages to those people who voiced our childhoods. And that was the ideal, you know, idea behind the slime clones and having Mikey from Nick Arcade, because that character never even spoke in any series. He's like one of the only few characters in that entire Nickelodeon franchise that never had one word to say. So that was the best way of making it the villain. You know what I mean? The most, you know, the most silent person in the room is the most dangerous, you know?
Okay.
That part.
And then you combine that with Wienerville, which is the most bizarre far out show of Nickelodeon, to the point that not all the kids gravitate towards it because it was like, I don't know, it's kind of sketchy. So that's why I would say combine both of those things together. And then when you combine them together, and it'd be like, wow, there was a machine that turned you into puppet. Okay, we can have them turn into clones, and you know, and the only way to be able to defeat the clone is know the voice actor of the quote. So not only that, as an educator, gives education as well.
I like where it's going.
Yep.
Same.
I like what we've all loved what you've made. We continue to love what you're making. We're getting ready to take a break. We have some trailers to look at, a little bit of news that's dropped, and they can slow down with the trailers. Jesus Christ, we only got like 2 hours. We will be right back right after this. Running low on energy, long days and even longer nights, tired of all the other energy drinks and bars promise you a lot and never delivering? Need to make it through work, but want a product that can keep up with your busy lifestyle? Want no longer? Try Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls. The balls that are so smooth and with a load of nutrients and vitamins to really get you up and bouncing off the walls. Made with all natural ingredients and healthy junk to satisfy even the pickiest eater. Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls are sold everywhere where you buy your junk. And now, for those who want that extra kick in the butt, comes Chef's Heavy Duty Chocolate Salty Balls with 120% more caffeine than the leading brand. Disclaimer: this product has not been approved by the FDA or World Health Association. Warning: this product is not intended for consumption by children, elderly people, or women who are pregnant or may become pregnant. You might even get pregnant. Blerd's Eyeview is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Blerd's Eyeview for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented blerds across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 Blerd mystery box company. We are back with our guest, Mark Cooper, in the building. We got a little bit of news to drop and some trailers to check out. First off, Jeremy Allen from The Bear.
Hi, I'm the baby, brand new, just out. Gotta love me.
He will be playing Rada the Hutt in a live-action Star Wars project.
Oh my goodness.
You look like him though.
I didn't know he actually got casted.
Oh yeah. It came right down the pipe. this will be the first time we'll see another Hut in live action. It's always been Jabba. Last time we seen Rhoda was as an infant. I think it was we had Boba Fett.
Yeah.
We had the Boba Fett series.
Yeah.
Oh, the Book of Boba Fett.
The Book of Boba
So
Fett, yeah.
The Mandalorian season 2.5.
Is
Yeah,
it
it was.
a baby from the Clone Wars movie?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting how they portray Rhoda on this fine series that Star Wars has been on this ride lately, because they haven't.
He's gotta be a brat. He's gotta be a little shit.
You know what? I gotta see. I think so. I think so.
Yeah. Trying to take over his dad's empire, or like being a little snot, one of the two.
Yeah.
Or both.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's only fair.
What isn't there like this big fight or a bunch of infighting between all of the piratey type folks?
Yep.
Which would very much
Yep.
serious on
Jabba dying leaves a power vacuum.
Yep.
and
And
brings the
and
skeleton crew, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I'm saying we were dealing with pirates.
Boba Fett stepping in, and we don't know what happened after that.
Mm-hmm.
And who's to say he either gave it up or what? Still, power vacuum.
Right.
So
Secret planet.
Should be interesting. Should be interesting in how they do this, though. But I mean, is he going to be like a mini Hut where it's like half the calories and mostly fat, or
somebody? I read somewhere they like, oh, he's going to be buff, and I'm like,
Is that
okay? I don't know.
so Jabba's son been lifted.
Yep. Yeah, Jabba the buff.
Love it.
Using body weight exercises.
I saw what happened to my dad. That ain't gonna be me. I was like, okay, well, your dad got choked out by a slave, but
yeah, he's gonna whisper it out. He's gonna be like, "Whey protein."
Like, I'm not going out like my dad. Your dad didn't have a safe word. I'm sorry to tell you.
Wow. Probably use the same training regimen as Aaron Taylor Johnson for Craven the Hunter.
Oh no!
Lots of food, working out.
I mean,
all that work just
it
be
don't
disappointing.
look bad if that's the way they're going with it. It don't look bad. Wait, is that a fake body?
No. He's been
okay. I'm
ever since Kick Ass, he's been like there. He's been
about his fitness. I'll give him that.
Yeah. Yep. He's gotten bigger, if anything.
Which only means he's probably been juicing.
Because the last time we seen him, he was in shape, but he was Quicksilver. He was in shape then. So
slim thick.
I think that's not the last time we Bullet Train.
Yeah,
he was definitely in shape then.
I'm just saying,
so
good luck, Sony. Good luck.
They're pushing it. That Craven the Hunter will be the last of the Sony Spider films, or is Spider-Man universe films,
right?
Until Glenn gets in the way.
Jesus, listen. Somebody lock Glenn in a locker somewhere.
Glenn is damn near Houdini. He pops up out of nowhere and fucks shit up.
Is it like just the work of the claims adjuster? Did he strike fear into somebody else? Like, maybe.
Stop. Do we have concepts of a plan, ladies and gentlemen?
Legend has that McDonald's still is on that McDonald's still closed.
We just brought back the snack wrap. Now this happens. Yeah, you're gonna have to do better than that now. So
right along with the snack wrap, it's the mixed snitch.
Yeah. America's ass.
I'm sorry. What?
America's ass.
Yeah.
Oh hell no! They're actually going to try to do this.
Yeah,
Wait,
bad.
It hasn't been confirmed yet. What has been confirmed is Chris Evans will be in the Avengers Doomsday in Secret Wars film. What has not been confirmed is in what form
Hail Hydra.
or who.
Will he be?
Will he be Captain?
For how
Will he be for how long? Will he be Captain Hydra? Will he be Captain America from the end game that we seen popping around and dropping off Infinity Stones? Will he be the Captain America from the Russos' first draft where certain versions of Cap don't make it thanks to Thanos?
Okay.
We don't know.
Let him die.
Let's also be honest. He ain't leaving Peggy twice. So the Cap we knew is like, nah, he ain't leaving Peggy. So get used to Captain Hydra.
So we're gonna get Jet Li's the one.
Yep.
Is that how it goes? We're gonna get
I
that.
love it. I love that movie so much for no
Same.
reason.
So slept on. Not talked about it enough.
That man Jet Li fought for a century is what we know, and everybody lost. Everybody, and that was like Jason Statham, like free out of jail.
It was. Yes, it was.
Just ended the movie him fighting infinite amounts of people.
Right. And don't forget,
I am nobody's bitch. You
don't forget
are mine.
Don't forget, Jet Li kicked somebody out of a jacket. Okay.
Yeah.
like with the jacket still on.
I mean, you gotta admit, you're sitting on a tower that'll make Mortal Kombat jealous, and you're just seeing guys getting thrown off, and he ain't moved from those 2 steps.
I forgot all about that, man.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's it's gonna be interesting what they have.
Y'all don't think this is a big elaborate thing to get everybody all worked up and then
when is it not? When is it not?
Oh, it definitely is for sure.
Here's the thing. Are they using RDJ for Doom? Yeah. Is it the Doom that we are going to going forward? Oh hell no. I know that. We're in the variant stage of everything right now.
This is the
everybody
multiverse.
Can be anybody.
It's like infamous Iron Man in reverse.
Yep.
I mean, who's to say, who's to say that the Doom that we get out of RDJ doesn't last long?
Right.
Due to what? Another Doom.
I mean, we saw the Human Torch in Deadpool Wolverine for all of about 10 seconds.
Yeah, this cameo deaths
and that's
are
including
ridiculous.
the end credits as well.
Okay, this cameo deaths are getting ridiculous.
Once again, you'll see Ryan Reynolds. You'll see Ryan Reynolds at the red carpet saying, "See, it's about the budget, isn't it? It's about the budget. Doesn't matter. It's about the budget. That man's expensive."
Right. Pretty much.
I mean, they could bring him back victim-wise or guy in the chair's old man Cap, or I mean, we do know that you can purposely push time through people, so they can easily have immortality if they wanted to. Like
it's just the whole thing is like, people don't understand. We are headed towards Secret Wars, and Marvel has learned its lesson from the last time they tried to, for lack of better words, ramrod a whole bunch of shows and movies with very little quality control. They're going to make sure they are every bit as careful on this, because Secret Wars is a long-standing story in itself, and you can take liberties with it. Just don't. I mean, and you got the Russo brothers directing it again, so don't F it up.
They had to go back. They had to go back to form, and there's nothing wrong with that. They had to go back to form. There is nothing wrong with using a formula that works.
Right.
It's okay to step out every now and then, but you need a formula that works. The Russos work.
Which formula are we talking about? Because
what stage? What was that? Was
I mean, Civil War, Age of Ultron. I mean,
they had to get that. You have a better appreciation for Age of Ultron, but that's only because of WandaVision.
And even Cap's Winter Soldier is still one of the better
Russos
in America movies hailed out there. Yeah.
Was that a longer comic, or was that like not a one-off, but you know what I mean? Was that
Winter Soldier? Winter Soldier. It was a bit of a longer arc.
It was almost really a story about the last outside of the MCU for a little while until they decided to kibosh it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was that good.
Some of these need to be TV series, and they need to be longer than 8 goddamn episodes. And I think
Again.
Secret Wars deserves to have a 12 to 24.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on Bucky.
run.
I'm still waiting on Bucky and Red Guardian as a buddy cop show.
I mean, we're gonna get it because they. You know what I need in this next movie? I need the flashback of young Isaiah, apparently talking Bucky around like a rag doll. Because between that and Granny from Blue Beetle, I need to see somebody's history.
Oh, when he sat there and said there was a few times I thought I killed you. he said he
tore his arm in half at one point, meaning what Bucky has had in Winter Soldier was like Mach 37 because clearly them first couple models didn't work out.
Right.
Show you.
Hey, maybe I realized I didn't even show you this. So Splat Attack gave me this hat. Look what it reads.
Hold up.
Can't see it, baby.
Yeah, the ticker, y'all can't see it on iron, but the timer is going right across what he's trying to show us.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
You see it?
Just barely.
Yeah, it's just Wienerville.
Barely, yeah.
Yeah. Some of the people that were like with Mark Wiener and everything had some extras. They sent one in for me. So
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I'm glad Spartan mentioned the Bucky Red Guardian Buddy Cop show. That's going to be a missed opportunity if they don't get on it. We are getting What If season 3, final season, premiering the 22nd, I want to say, which is
3 days for Christmas.
Yeah.
Guess what I'll be doing? Not wrapping gifts.
There's so many things to watch. Squid Game comes back.
Amen.
Week.
I can't wait. Oh my gosh.
We've been eating pretty well. We've been eating pretty well, and it seems like this is the perfect season right about now to like space it out so you're not too bored. So here's a quick little teaser trailer for What If season 3. Here we go.
Let's begin near the end. Alternate realities. Parallel universes. You get it at this point. In the multiverse, things can get a little weird.
Hey! Let's be honest, we've been through weirder. Release the foam.
I'm Santa Claus, baby! Saving the big twist for the third act reel.
Oh, we're good to go.
Avenger, assemble. Who doesn't love a cliffhanger?
I'm ready. I don't know about y'all. I've been
I hope they'll answer your question, sir.
Like there was nothing to talk about. Nothing. No notes, as Lady Mandalore says. No notes. No notes.
Jafar, they're the other 3 Celestials. Maybe they'll finally answer your question.
The dude with the bubble on his head that we got a freeze frame of, was that a comic accurate suit?
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm curious if we get like the real one, or if we're just getting an upgraded Jake Gyllenhaal again.
It could be upgraded. Why not? Everybody else is. We're getting a Gundam Avenger.
Man, come on, Avenger.
A 10 ring.
Does that mean where it's going to be Galactus showing up?
I mean, like Jeffrey Wright said, who doesn't love a good cliffhanger?
Right.
I'm with it.
I'm curious how many other Fox people we could see, because we know Storm's coming, so I'm curious what other X-Men or people that we haven't been able to touch might make their way in at this point.
Might touch, they own it.
Yeah.
They own. There's no might to it. They own the mutants now.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, Disney owns the mutants. It's theirs.
But they're just gonna
they can use whomever they want at this point.
Yeah,
right now, the talk of the town are three of them: Deadpool, Wolverine, and Storm. They are the talk of the town, and Miss Marvel, and they're the talk of the town.
I know we're getting one as Thor. Technically, I'm just curious if the other two, or if anyone else makes an appearance or a cameo or something. Because I mean, we got them all. It'd be a shame not to use them, especially now that this show was on its way out.
Oh no, not yet. You mean as a team? No, not yet.
Yeah, just to say like, hey, just show off your new toys like you did with Multiverse of Madness. That was very much, I called it a Fox flex.
If anybody's gonna pull the trigger and literally get away with it, talk to Ryan.
Marvel Jesus. Reach out to Marvel Jesus.
If the only thing held him back was, like you said, the budget. He got a big budget, so
I mean,
he got a major budget.
They definitely made that back, and so
that budget came with a lot of restrictions.
They made that back in the first 3 days. So
he's like, pegging's not a surprise to me, but it is for Disney.
So who ranks higher than the rest of the Watchers or the Celestials? Because we see at one point it seems like they're shutting him down, and now he's kicking.
The Celestials are the high-ranking gods of the universe. The Watchers are just a race of beings. They are omnipotent, but they're just a race of beings. Their only job is to watch. Uatu is the one who just breaks the oath. He's like, nope. I'm breaking the oath.
I mean, that's after Eltron kind of looked at him through the veil and was like, "Oh shit!"
That was the funniest part of that whole first season was him look like narrating. He's like, "I can see you," you know. There's Ultron, first person.
He's like, that is not supposed to happen.
That part was funny. Just in the middle, I was like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap this up, and you do know I can see you, right?" That's how
Ultron. First person to beat someone into, out of, and through multiple dimensions at the same time.
Right.
Somewhere, Tommy the Green Ranger is like holding my beer.
Nothing beats getting beat out of your own Megazord and then getting GTA at the same time. Just
absolutely
washed for 5 days straight. There's no reason.
Every kid at 7 years old was in the hardest chokehold of their lives, and I lived it.
Just let him stand up. Just let him stand up.
Not the GTA.
Man, it didn't even matter. Like everybody had their own ranger, like who they thought was gonna win or whatever. Like Jason gonna do it, and be like, oh no. And then if you look at the fight scene again, and you look at how much people got tore up in the fight scene alone, and it was like, nah, I'm just gonna shoot your weapon, bro. We done.
I'm still mad.
Like, you just join the team because there ain't nobody else gonna beat you.
Jason was getting washed in. He was getting washed in uniform. He was getting washed in the dojo. I'm like, it's like Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost. You in danger, girl. You just ain't got it.
He was a whole menace. Just
took
like,
you, girl. Everything. Just like you never even had a chance to get on the Kimberly.
Golden Zord, like CJ from San Andreas, hard doors.
Right. Lost everything.
It was just like he was like, why does this keep happening? To the point that old boy is feeling that to this day.
Isn't it kind of low down that throughout the series, like you said, stole your girl, stole your team, basically came back twice and kicked you out the group. This man literally pulled.
He said, I could have had your Zord, but I got my own. So
right.
This is the last season. They're only doing 3, and then this is so whoever we do it don't get. That's it. A Ghost Rider. That's another. Ghost Rider would be a good one to see come in.
Cosmic Ghost Rider out of nowhere.
Ghost Rider, yeah.
We're getting Blade as Moon Knight too, ain't we?
We get Blade, but we do get Moon Knight. We get Moon Knight as well.
Until you hear that famous song, Moon Knight's still a maybe.
I know there was a Moon Knight in the first trailer. I remember when we saw it a couple weeks back.
You did see a split second of Moon Knight, yeah.
So it's going to be a ride.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
Every time.
Season 3 of Invincible, that trailer just dropped. Told you they're not letting up
yet.
What now?
Is this the last season of the show or no?
Invincible?
We have a lot to go. Like every time,
Yeah,
we
there's
go-
still a lot of
they got a lot of story to go. They're moving a little bit at a faster pace, but yeah, there's still a lot of story to go. But one thing's for sure about the Invincible, there is a beginning, middle, and an end. It's not. It's the book is done. Like they had a goal in mind and they finished it.
Over the last 90 days, Mark's speed has increased 65%, his endurance 70%, and his strength 138%.
Fuck me! Way to make a fellow superhero feel inadequate. Glad it's not leg day.
You feel like trying out those new muscles of yours?
Sir, we have intense geological events all over the country.
Are you working with D.A. Sinclair? He turned people into monsters.
You don't waste people like that, you reform them. You killed Angstrom Levy. Should I lock you up too?
You know that was different.
Mark, we can be the good guys, or we can be the guys that save the world. We can't be both.
Kid Omni-Man is here!
He told me the O was for Oliver.
Cecil, I can never trust you with either Mark or Oliver's lives, no matter what.
Ouch.
Oliver, you gotta look out for other people.
You guys are in big trouble!
Oh, you want to call for help? Too bad.
You're outnumbered.
And outclassed.
And out of luck.
And now I say something.
With you on our side, we can win this war. I'm not on anyone's side. I disgraced my people. So help me, Mark, and whatever that other kid's name is, stop the Empire.
What are you hiding in here?
The White Room is for my protection.
Protection from what?
From you, Mark.
Is that all you got? I will never work for you again. We're done.
It's time for a change.
In more ways than one.
You look amazing!
I don't know. Feels a little serious.
I'm glad
It's about damn
I'm
time.
glad we got the blue suit Invincible. I'm waiting for that.
It's
I'm surprised we
about damn
didn't get
time.
last season because of what they were doing with the title card.
They were waiting.
Yeah.
That's one thing about it. One thing about Invincible is it's a great read. And they do not pull back. And the fact that they actually had an ending and there was actual drama to deal with and repercussions and I'm just like, everybody kept saying he keeps getting. I'm like, give him a minute.
It does
give
take
him
a
a
while.
minute.
It does take a while, but man,
You forget he's half human, so give him a minute.
But when he gets there, especially that one scene, I'm sorry, that's way ahead. That's way ahead. He finally lose it.
Was it from him finally losing it, which
is everything.
That part.
I'm crying. Who said that?
I don't know.
I'm crying.
This is season Mark's balls dropped there.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we have this series is like a couple.
Yeah.
Times?
Be a day, Mark. I'm just sitting down there. Like, you just kind of sit there and you ever had that feeling where you'll sit there and watch a character or something and it's got your actual name, so you're just like, okay, all right, all the Marks committee here, don't make me look stupid.
Please.
He said, "We're not going out here like punks. Don't do this."
Yeah,
He's like, no,
that's how you be feeling.
Oh my god,
darkness, my old friend.
Hey Lizzie, how's it going?
Hey, Emma, I don't know the significance. Apparently, we're getting a more serious Mark with the blue suit, though. That is.
Oh, it's getting serious. It's
about time. I'm tired of him. Like I know he's a kid, but I'm
I
tired
don't
of
know
him.
what
Mark?
series loses more blood. Is it this or Bleach?
I really think it's Invincible. I have
You know
never.
what?
I will never forget.
If you factor in 1,000-Year Blood War, I'll take Bleach.
Yeah, the fact
If
that
you
they
factor
let
that
go
in.
all out with that last arc makes me so happy because they kneecapped it so bad when it first started. Like certain people that we're seeing now got like a page in a final fight and all like a piece, a single panel, because they kicked Kubo out the door for no damn reason. But this show, that last fight with Angstrom, I was like, oh, this just got violent. And then him bringing the girl and dropping out of school, and I'm like, he just wanted to be a normal boy.
It gets nasty. Let's put it this way: if you hear the word conquest, gird your loins. It's about to get nasty. It's about to get nasty.
I just think this show is I will never forget watching season 1, and I just was like, I was so thrown aback. I was just like, they aired this on TV. Like I was really taken aback when season. I would never forget that train scene. Like I was really just like, it's not even just about blood. It's about the way that the blood is showed, and I will never forget. And yeah, it's gotten worse. I mean, they was boxing niggas last season. I was like, God. I was just like, you make my back hurt, like my throat got
Right.
But it's something like that's why I think like watching Invincible makes me kind of like it's a clutch my pearl show, and I don't have that often. Watch a lot of anime and stuff, and it can get real sick. But this show, I'd be like, why? I'd be asking why.
When I got introduced, when I was introduced to the book, I was introduced to the volume 1 first, and this was about 15, 20 years ago. And when I read it and I seen, I'm like, he just got washed by his dad. Hold on. And from there, it just went up. And I'm like, I got to put this on my pull list. I got to have this, and it wasn't the violence. It was the way the story was being told. Like this kid is like Harry Potter. When you first see Harry Potter, it's all happy and everything. The second one, it gets a little darker than the third one. You be like, yo, wait a minute. And it just gets darker. It's that Invincible literally like, oh, he's got his powers. Oh, shoot. Oh, damn.
Wait. That's like episode 13 of My Hero. You think it's going to be some happy little kids thing, and then somebody get crushed and be like,
oh, the war arc. Yeah.
You're sitting there, you're just like, oh, that should not be.
Nah, Invincible.
As long as we can avoid that scene in Invincible, we're good.
I was gonna say, with the darker themes, is Anissa happening, or do we think they'll find a workaround?
Oh, it's probably gonna wind up happening.
I could see them.
No way.
I could see them either.
You'll see a pan off, and all you hear is screams.
And they'll probably if they do have the workaround, it'll be something like that, and they'll give like a warning at the beginning of the show. I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you saying this is later or this is this season?
This is probably
going to be a little later. Yeah, either it might be a little. It might be near the end. Yeah, but it's definitely if it happens. I don't see it not happening because of what happens after that.
The thing about it, Shoyo, is as the Viltrumites actually get closer to Earth, that's where it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
It's sudden, it'll throw you off, and depending if they want to show it or not, that's
because they were very careful with the panels in the comic. They were very careful with the panels, so they they may even still take it that route and just only thing is you may hear. You may not see it, but you may hear.
Because the panels was all shadows, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If I'm right, panels were shadows.
Yeah, and then visuals of his face, and stuff like that. So yeah.
I can see one of two things. It's either they're gonna go over the top and it'll just be an adult version of like Broly slamming Goku into that crater.
No, they won't.
or they do like what Kick-Ass did, where they just copped out because he couldn't wake himself up, and he'll just be like, "Yeah, that's my human half. This doesn't work without me being into it." And she has like some evil space needle as a backup.
No, I think they're
like,
gonna
just something
if
to
they
extract DNA. Still not great, but just less gruesome.
if anybody goes over the top, it's going to be the boys. So I don't think they're not going to go. I don't think they. Yeah, I don't think they'll go over the top with that.
If it's later and they don't, if it's later though and they don't get a replacement, they'll be carrying Amazon by themselves. So I wouldn't be shocked if they feel the need to up the ante. Also,
not for Invincible. No, not for
Also,
Invincible.
I'm not fully. I get that he's supposed to be kind of like the Amanda Waller, but I don't get that evil a vibe from Cecil just yet. Like I get it, he will. Not yet, not yet. But I'm saying.
Let me say, I ain't never liked that nigga.
Slow burn. Slow burn.
That's slow burn because it's like the stuff he's done to this point. I get it, but so far, like with Donald, like I was getting there, and then Donald, like I was like, why did you clone him? And then I was like, oh, he asked for this, and then he kept you from learning because he at least respected his employees' wishes. Whereas Mark's mom was like, I want to get out from under your thumb. And I'm like, I haven't really seen him do too much that. I haven't really seen him. The stuff
to reiterate what Fury said.
He's still a villain.
I'll put that.
Go ahead, lady.
It's not like he listened to her when she said, I want to be underneath your thumb, and he walked away. No, he put invisible ghost men in the fucking house, and then he got the secret nanny who had to divulge that she was working for him, otherwise she wouldn't be able to stay in the house. So he's still doing what he want to do. He's not a good person, honey.
He says it. He says you either be the good guys or you be the guys that save the world. You can't be both.
Here's a better way to say it. He's not a great person, but he's not proving himself unnecessary. Because even when they're like, get out of here. And then like, damn, can't nobody come snipe it? Like Angstrom's just in the living room, just breaking your mama like Vecna, like what Vecna did old girl in Stranger Things.
Ain't Cecil like a regular?
Yeah, Cecil's a regular human.
Yeah, why do I don't see. This
Cecil is doing things he's doing things that are absolutely necessary, as he says, for the betterment of the world. No one questions how he gets there unless you're working within that inner circle.
Cecil reminds you of Jack Nicholson from A Few Good Men. He's that guy that's gonna come up to you and say, "Do you want the truth, or do you want me to save the world?"
Right.
It's like, how did you find the bomb? Do you really want to know? Or are you grateful that I saved the world from a nuclear threat? Which one do you want?
Right.
Exactly.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
That's kind of what I respect. He's at least more realistic about his options and why he's doing it versus I can't tell you these things because I'm Cecil, like they do with a lot of characters like him. So he's not.
It's not. I wouldn't even put him in the same breath as Amanda Waller. Amanda Waller is like, you do this job.
No, I feel like they're trying to they're trying to give him that Waller vibe, and I'm like, it's just not giving me that because it doesn't. He's proved that he's a necessary personal evil to their lives. Because if they knew Angstrom was in the house, they could have gone differently.
I will sit there and say wait because your opinion is going to change on that.
I feel like it's going to, but I feel like we should have been a couple time skips in already, and maybe we'll get that this season because I know we have like many years of Mark's life to go after this, and we're not even at the first one yet.
Yeah, I got a long life to live.
Yeah. You're more likely going to look at Mark look at Cecil more like, damn, you should have told him or told whomever.
That's what I'm at. Like he's at least.
I'm not mad that you have to do what you have to do to save the world. I'm not mad at that part. But there's certain things. But then I get why you're doing certain things, and you can't say because you need things to. Nick Fury has done it. The Contessa has done it. Amanda Waller has done it. Anybody that is a human, a straight up human, no powers, that's put in these high positions, has had to make decisions that are push the needle for the betterment of the world. Amanda Waller is just like, I'm going to take these criminals and they can live, they can die. I could care less, but I can use them.
You pimp us, Fury. I'm sorry, that line's so stuck in my head.
Yeah, exactly. He's a necessary problem solver. It's not like Lex Luthor, where Lex Luthor says, "Oh, you have an all-powerful alien on Earth. What happens if he flips a switch? I know. I'll take care of him." No, that's where you drew the line because see now you feel like you need to do the job. Whether you got the resources or not, you've allowed your ego to take over. So you're not really trying to save the world. You're just trying to save the world so you can hold it.
Very much.
Cecil is facts over feelings. That's what
That's
Cecil is.
That's why I don't really dislike him. Like the again, I was starting to get to all right. Cecil might be kind of grimy, but then when we found again Donald's whole reveal that he went through a Venture Brothers comedic level of dying multiple times, and or might have the record tied at this point. And then
Dr. Doom is the same way. He's just like, look, I will save the Earth, but I'm going to run it. I won't let nothing happen to it, but I'm going to run it.
The things I should feel about Cecil, I feel more about Robot because he's not rubbing me the right way. Because when he brought the flower, when he brought
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Lady Mandalore knows what it is.
When he brought the flower in to save old girl's life, and then he had the broken bot fall, and then the new robot came. I'm like, that was way too well timed for you to not. This something about you doesn't feel right.
There's a lot of character development. Trust me. It does it pay off in the end? Oh, no doubt. It pays off in ways you wouldn't expect.
Okay, and then
because it's not.
Oh, it does. It does. It's not registering now. That's the reason why we can't. That's the reason why we're being very careful in saying it, because once it gets to that point, it will all make sense as to why they're having to do this long storytelling, long drawn out storytelling. So that's
they did time skips in the comics. So you know
that's why I'm like, by this point, comic wise, we were almost a couple years into his life and making these decisions. And even when I look up what comes next, there's 50 other parts. I'm like, did this just keep going? Or even with
I would say at least this is season 3. I would say at least 2 more seasons.
Yeah.
With the way they're telling the story, because it's different from a comic where you got to wait on a monthly basis. So I think I say 2 more seasons at best is what we're going to get, and within that, within season 3 and possibly 4 and 5, we're going to get those time skips, and it'll be those necessary time skips too.
I was going to say because Kirkman's not going to pull a Walking Dead on us.
No.
But then with Angstrom, there's more with that. Is that there's more with those shenanigans, isn't there?
Oh, there's more shenanigans with a little bit of everything.
When I looked up his character, they kept talking out. People, the comic is like, oh well, there's a story. I'm like, is it all one straight shot, or is there offshoots of the same thing?
There's a story that's telling it, and then it's like you think it ends because it goes off.
Yeah,
right.
But there's something else that interjects, and then it comes right back around and like, see, everything connects.
All right, that's the clickbait folks have just not been helping. That's all.
Enjoy the ride. Lady Mandalore.
Yes, sir.
Something we mentioned last week, and sure enough, I guess the streaming guys provided. I hope you're ready. Teaser for a Reacher season 3 dropped.
Daddy.
Her whole face.
Boy,
not her cheeks, not her smile, the whole face.
So
she kind of purple a little bit, actually.
She said, wait a minute. Like, yep, here we go.
I've been waiting for this moment for some time now.
Who is this guy?
Paulie. He's twice my size.
Last time I saw a guy twice your size was on Mount Rushmore.
That's a big something.
They make them bigger. I don't know how, but they make them bigger.
That's a big bitch.
He never stopped his workout routine from Blue Mountain.
Man.
That Castle just didn't make it to the NFL, so he went FBI.
That dude.
That's gonna be a hell of a fight.
For a minute, I thought that was a mountain from Game of Thrones. Like y'all just brought in half here and just gave him a darker beard, huh?
What? He said. He said he's twice my size. That's
Over-
possible.
That's not good for your
That's
heart.
possible.
The mountain is better dressed, ladies and gentlemen.
Go for the legs.
Yeah.
Forget the face. Go for the legs.
It's like, look, I hear. Oh, that's show quotes. I was like,
Lord
that was like that show quotes clicking where I thought it was Lady Mandalore trying to like, how big is this man?
Lady Mandalore's face and that keyboard, the timing was perfect.
Right.
Absolutely perfect.
I'm looking.
Real quick, the Golden Globe noms came through. Our girl Agatha has got some competition.
It's a good competition.
It's very good competition. Like you can't lose. Like no matter out of the two other contenders she's in there with, it's not a bad loss. If she loses, it's not a bad loss. Like you have Quinta Brunson and Ayo Edebiri in the same category of lead actress in a comedy or series. So there's that. Wicked has been brought up for a best musical, which from what I've seen should be pulling it off.
Yep.
Best motion animated feature, Flow from Sideshow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Moana 2, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot. I think between Inside Out and The Wild Robot sounds like a pretty solid.
Yeah. It's not. It's
you
not
don't think
bad
it got
movie.
it? You don't. It's not. You don't add enough steam. Cinematic and box office achievement. Now, this is a pretty nice lineup, but I'm pretty sure.
Wait. What the fuck does that mean? What does that category mean?
I think honestly, I've never heard of it before myself.
I haven't either.
Category again?
But I think it's what they expected from the box office numbers, and they became better than what they expected. That's what I'm thinking.
Category name?
Cinematic and box office achievement.
By that standard, what the hell is oh shit. The Spider Woman movie.
Madam
What's
Web.
her name? Madam Web should be in there if that's the case. They made more than $1. That's a cinematic achievement, a box office achievement.
Oh,
one thing I've learned here, when you go to the premiere and you only see photos of before the film in the carpet, that told me that's how I knew Joker too.
What's up, Prowess? She said, baby, they just make stuff. And yeah, Lizzie, yeah, I'm actually proud of the cast of Wicked, particularly Ariana and Cynthia. They took the roles very seriously, and with me, yeah, they did. I'm
That girl,
they killed those roles.
That girl can sing.
Them theater kids been theater kidding since they was in the womb.
There was hard in that theater.
Look, I there's a song on there that I love listening to because it's the very ending from Cynthia, and it's what is this feeling? And there's literally a whole black woman moment at the very end, and it's this petty ass laugh that puts the biggest smile on my face because it's with it's that laugh right there.
I bet you thought
with the snort at the end.
It was such a moment because that's when they were find out they were going to be roommates and everything. They kept coming back and their stuff was moved. And when she comes back and her stuff is all in the middle, when Glenda's stuff is all in the middle room and Elphaba leaves that room with that laugh, I'm in the theater. I lost it. I'm like, I know that laugh. I am familiar with that laugh. And every black woman should know that.
Oh shit. I wish you would. I wish you would think that you thought that you did something right there.
Yeah. So the cinematic and box office achievement contendees are Alien Romulus, Beetlejuice, Deadpool and Wolverine, Gladiator 2, Inside Out 2, Twisters, Wicked, The Wild Robot.
There's too many motherfucking movies.
That's a lot. That's what 3.
There's a couple of those don't need to be in there though.
Right.
Twisters?
Thank you. She said it before me. Why is Twisters in there?
And that makes me think this is why y'all made this up. Y'all thought this movie was gonna make X amount of dollars, and it surpassed that at a very large scale.
But
because Twisters was not on my card. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call the mayonnaise list.
Napkins everywhere.
Deadpool, Wolverine, probably.
I think they were expecting it to make a lot of money, and it did. They were expecting to make a lot of money. I don't think they were expecting to make the money as fast as it did and as much as it did.
Right.
As many Deadpool fanatics that are out here in this world, you've been to these Comic Cons. Come on now.
I mean, Madonna got a nice check off her remix. Off that movie alone.
I know NSYNC somewhere is like they remembered us.
Oh,
They
yeah,
really remembered us.
NSYNC got a nice little bump off that too.
Okay. Surprised they didn't go on tour.
I hope the Wild Robot gets a win because that movie is.
I want to see that movie. Really, I really want to see that movie.
I was ready to fight every animal on that island for her in the first 10 minutes. It's very much a DreamWorks film with the realism of being a foreign creature in nature, but then they start to bring you home about 45 minutes in.
Yeah. It was like 30 minutes of Zootopia for the first time, but
Zootopia, but with a lot more racism.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
People getting potentially murked and just having no reaction.
Yeah.
Hell, it's no different than being a blerd.
No. For the best television limited series, anthology series, or motion picture, The Penguin has been nominated. It's the first time for DC Studios and Comics.
Nice.
Quality.
Demure. As we said, all the
very demure.
No fucking notes at all on that show. That none.
The
cinematography, makeup, acting, all of it.
Especially in makeup. Makeup deserves at least a few accolades for that.
Yeah, definitely more than a few nods. That's for sure.
You turn it
prowess. Y'all can use why prowess is just jumping on Mark.
That Michael Jackson cake. God dang.
Wow.
Dang.
Dang, prowess.
Hey, you want to know what's funny?
Michael
is that she showed me a meme that's actually like a true fact that Michael Jackson's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all he ate was KFC.
Yep.
And then after I saw that, I said, yeah, Janet lied when she said she never had flaming hot Cheetos before.
Damn.
This man Michael had fried chicken with mashed potatoes, and it had the nerve to have scrambled eggs and everything with it as well.
So blame it on the original recipe. Damn.
That man was eating like a straight kid.
He wanted all the he's of KFC.
This man was doing the robot to extra crunchy. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
No,
that you gotta wait extra 15 minutes for.
Really had an extra herbs and spices to that video. Now that we know that,
it was extra crunchy after that Pepsi commercial.
That's why he went to KFC and stopped. He walked in there and said, "No, lemonade's fine."
That man saw Pepsi and said, "Y'all can make Coke products."
I'll never forget the Mary J. Blige Burger King commercial. How everybody just tore her apart. Young me didn't see anything wrong, but she was just getting blasted for a week behind. Just a little crispy chicken hot lettuce spoon.
It was like y'all just read it wrong. Y'all leave Aunt Mary alone.
Yeah. No thanks.
Best performance by female actor in a television series, musical, or comedy. And this is what I was talking about. Kristen Bell, Nobody Wants This. Quinta Brunson, Abbott Elementary. Ayo Edebiri, The Bear. Selena Gomez, Only Murders in the Building. Jean Smart, Hacks. And Katherine Hahn, Agatha All Along. If Katherine Hahn loses to Quinta or Ayo Edebiri, I wouldn't be mad.
And respectfully.
She's amongst good company.
Down the Witch's Road can only take you so far.
I mean, it's the question at this point: who's taking home more trophies this year, Marvel or DC? And I'm here for healthy competition.
That's going to be an interesting race.
It is. But that's just some of the Golden Globe noms that they had. That's worth checking out.
I know it's Critics' Choice Awards, but I know X-Men got more nominations in the last couple weeks too.
Yes, they have.
Oh yeah, animation of the year and something else.
I don't know which one.
Yeah.
I know they got.
That's a very hard list, Paras. That's a very hard list.
Is Arcane in that list?
For the animation,
Yeah.
I want to say yes, but I'm not 100% sure.
What is the cutoff? Because they could be getting pushed in.
it might be because just having Wicked in some of these categories, they might have just gotten in because it's December now, so they might have just gotten. Yeah, the cutoff has probably already passed. Because
if not, Arcane will win the Game Awards again.
Because when did Arcane drop?
Game Awards. Arcane dropped in the beginning of November.
So they probably
got award and they end up winning. That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So they get nominated. There's a best adaptation category, so it goes for movies and TV shows. And last time they beat Sonic 2. This time I think it's.
I wouldn't be surprised if they beat them.
Oh no, they're not. They're not in it. Best animated series has got Batman, Cape Crusader, Bluey, Bob's Burgers, Invincible, Simpsons, and X-Men 97.
Bob's Burger. I love Bob's Burgers. Okay, but Bluey is in there.
Yeah. Hey. You don't.
Somewhere Mayhem is waving his Bluey flag.
You
right
don't.
now.
You don't understand.
I know how popular it is.
It's not even how popular.
Yeah, get ready to be disappointed, like I was.
I know how. I know that it has a huge base of people, but my thing is just like, are we really saying that this is great animated? Like, what is this? Is this just about animated show, or is it about animation, like the style and the greatness of it? Because there's no way you could. How could it be the animation of Bluey?
What are you trying to say?
Bluey speaks to adults.
What you trying to say?
Bluey speaks to inner child.
Just yes to all the above, because that last episode they basically ended on the sign. That one is what sent a lot of people back to it or made it check it out, because it hit home with adults. It was relatable. It's animated for kids, and the budget was definitely there. So they hit, even if that's not what they're going for, that episode alone hit all categories.
Bless their hearts.
Say that again, Mark. What'd you say, Mark?
As a teacher that teaches K through 12, man, those kids go nuts over that. And here's the part. Not just saying because of that aspect, also because kids always went, hype about Sonic and all that kind of thing, right?
Right.
Bluey is shown so much. I want you to understand here. They put it in their curriculums now.
In the books.
No, not in the book. No. This is a digital age now. If they're gonna do books, they do like actual or reading for it. Like I'll sit and read a book and then there'll be that. No, like they put it in the curriculum for certainly, just like how we have Blue's Clues and those kind of things. Like ironically, I know Blue's Clues. I mean, it's it's this and that. Right. But for some reason, I don't know if because I also work with kids that have with behaviors and all that kind of stuff as well. That show calms even those individuals down. Like it's literally just the whole aura of the whole thing is what's crazy about it. Wow. And it's been taking everything by storm. Like looking at story concepts is all right. You know what I mean? Just, I'm not saying it's the greatest thing that ever came out there, but it's just the way it's presented is why it's such a global phenomenon at this point. Like for example, we enjoyed the Backyardigans because they had some bops. You know what I'm saying? But
that they did.
The way they push it in this education system is it's in there, man. Like it's in there to stay for sure.
Yeah, it you know what it is? It's also made elsewhere and then put over here. That's part of it. There's no fidgeting and backstage meddling. They just say, this is how we made it, show it or don't.
Oh, that's true.
Hence that Australian government thing they put at the end of every single episode. I think Arcane did get some nominations. I don't know where they're at, but again, y'all probably get a Game Award again.
I wasn't like writing for. I was just like, I know if they are in and the category, I wouldn't be surprised if they win.
People just random at this era. People just win, and you just don't understand why. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm looking at this list.
We're at that point in society and awards. Like,
well, last time their competition was strong. So last time it was the first season of Arcane versus Cyberpunk Runners, the Cuphead show, Sonic 2, and Uncharted. This time, Arcane versus Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon, Yakuza, and Tomb Raider. Fallout could be the only one I see giving them competition, but
Fallout was a good ass show. You're right.
That's the only thing I think might be standing in their way. But if Fallout doesn't get it, it's Arcane again.
No, but I'm sure it'll be Arcane. I don't think Fallout will be it. Fallout was very good, but Arcane is also animation. It's not beating it. I don't see that.
So, well, here's that special time.
Wrap-up protocol initiated, Captain.
Mark Cooper.
Yes.
Mark number 9. Will it be a number 10? Tell everybody where they can find it.
Well, best way to find me is It's Mark Cooper. That's ITSMARKCOOPER, and you're a superstar.
Go check that out on Bandcamp. Dropping Thursday. The Orange Tape 2. Go get the Orange Tape 1. Go get his huge discography. Show your love. Show your support. This man is consistently working, and he's teaching the kids. So,
show Leah.
So, Lady Mandalore, talk to the people.
Hi. You can find me here amongst these lovely people every Tuesday and Thursday as usual at 8 p.m. By the way, did you hit like? Did you tell your friends to subscribe? We'd appreciate that here over at Blerd's Eyeview. But you can find me and this wonderful gentleman right above me on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Twitch under the title card Room Full of Blerds, where we talk about indie comics. We interview some pretty decent guests we've had on there.
Dope ass people, right? Some dope ass people. There's some dope ass people. I'm saying it's just dope as fuck, right?
Oh, you got it! Yay! Okay. That's one of the dope ass people. Pepper Piper Comics. Please go check out that comic. It is super awesome. I know I'm running into this a little bit long, and I apologize. But if you follow Roomful of Blerds, you can get a list of new comics that you may not have known that you should be into. So get into them. Also, I'm on TikTok until they close it on my birthday, and what else am I on? We're on Twitch, and I'm on BlueSky, sort of, kind of now. I'm getting into it.
It's so lovely over there.
I'm going to be streaming on Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube.
Right. Shoko. She's feeling herself, maybe feeling a little better, trying to bounce back so she can get ready to go to Atlanta. Talk to the people.
Hey you guys, it's your girl Shoyo. You can find me on Twitch. Usually I won't be streaming this weekend because I'll be out of town. But instead of finding me on Twitch, you can find me in Atlanta. You'll see me at Anime Week in Atlanta with Whoop-Dee from Thursday to Sunday. So either see me there or be square. But I stream on Twitch usually Friday through Sundays. My schedule is all updated on there. And I am out of commission right now when it comes to anything other than Twitch. I will not be doing anything with Instagram or YouTube until the new year. So catch me on Twitch or catch me in Discord, or on here. And yeah, thank you.
All right. Tafari, talk to the people.
So you can find me under all platforms underneath this name. Also, stay out of the dark place. It's an X. X. BlueSky is so much better. You need a new home where you're tired of people getting angry because you drew some black fan art. BlueSky is the much better place to be. So, yeah, you can find me over there as well. I also stream on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok while we still got it. I usually do my walk and talk streams, which is just me. I am on a treadmill, just running through the old retro catalog while chatting up with y'all. So clearing the catalog, trying to get my life together. Possible reviews coming from us next week. Whoopty got some tickets to the new Lord of the Rings film. I got invited to go see an early screening of Mufasa, so stay tuned for that. We also do clips Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so please tune in for those. Again, thank y'all for 4K. It has been a record high stat high year. God, this list is kicking my ass. I went to college. I can talk. Yeah.
Lies and slander.
Hey, Worcestershire sauce.
No, I tried to say it myself. I could not. That sauce that people put on
Worcestershire sauce. That's what.
I can't say it either. I can't say Worcestershire. I'm sorry, Paul.
Worcestershire.
You know what? It was the confidence that he just.
Worcestershire.
It was the confidence of going through the phone. He said, "We're gonna put the Worcestershire sauce on here," and he just went by like nothing was wrong.
Like we just gonna glaze over there like you glazing them ribs, right? Okay, never mind.
No, Herb, you can chat.
Wow.
Herb, you can chat. That's the fun of the. I've only fallen once. My knee still hurt. Yeah, it's me. I'm playing the game because of my setup. I'm playing and I'm talking to y'all and trying not to die. So platforming is my biggest op right now. That and lighting. God. But yeah, thank y'all for just a record year over here. Check out our interviews. Check out our clips. Also, you can find everyone here, their pages on the home tab for those who don't know.
Spartan, I'm gonna let you to go first. I'm do you favor because you were dealing with the wild Obi and Princess Zuri. So
like, as you can see, they've all left me now. Mom's home, so the kids just just left me. But no, yes, Black_Spartan 615 is where you can find me on the socials. Shows are still going on, guys. How the frack we got here to let you know what to expect the next 4 years of darkness every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Of course, Safari, myself, and Joe will be back on Get Bit Podcast this Friday, as we will cover what we find out from the Video Game Awards. We're not really interested in the awards. We just want to know what the trailers are.
That's about it.
Outside of that, yeah, that's really all we want to know. We kind of got some ideas, but definitely check us out because we will be covering that. Also, Chaos Demon isn't here, but definitely check out the blerds.eyeview.org website, as we are all contributors to the site. At the same time, guys, really quickly, it is the holidays. Your boy is looking forward to it. Why? Because Friday is my last day of work for 2024. I will not know what to do for 3 weeks, so looking forward to that. But anyway, this is around the time where there are some people out there, guys, that have had life changes, lost people, things of that nature. Right now, might be feeling down, might be feeling low. Do yourself, please, guys, check on your folks. Call, text, knock on, bring food. Food's always accepted. But check on your people, because right now that needs to be done. You could actually perk up somebody's day by just saying hi, hello, or motherfucker, pick up the phone. Anyway, but you can do that.
Which we tend to do around here. Like,
give the cross apology. You know what? Give the cross apology. Look here, motherfucker. Just start with that, and then go. Well, not start with that, but you know what I mean. Anyway, again, cosplay rule still applies, guys. Respect the cosplayer at all times. Cosplay is not consent. Please treat people like human beings. And of course, I stress rule number 2 very heavily. Why? Because both my children are sick with colds and coughs. Guys, it is cold flu season. I don't know how many ways I can say this. Wash your goddamn ass and hands.
And not in that order. Not in that order.
But, cover your mouth.
Oh, no, wait, no, in that order. Please, if you're going to touch your ass first, please immediately wash your hands afterwards.
I'm thinking shower time. That's why.
But cleanse thyself. God damn, cleanse thyself, because again, we're cold and flu season, and it is way too easy to spread germs. And the same rule that I have for myself as everybody else, guys, in the world, that is cruel, that is unkind. Be nice, be kind, talk and share your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool.
Navy, talk to the people.
Oh wow, I'm not even sure how I can follow that. I mean, I know how Spartan feels right now. Okay, then how about this? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It's I, Navy Montel, your frosty bearded Blerdicore here. If you want to know what shenanigans I'm up to, including our recap, Lainey and myself doing our recap of PAX Unplugged this past weekend, it was a super ride. We had an absolute blast, and we didn't get to do everything, but that's fine. I came away with like $200 worth of swag for absolutely nothing, so I'm proud of myself and everything. You want to know what's going on? Hit me up right here. You see right here with a blue strip, but my name is, so yay. Check me out right there. I will be with this lovely queen right here talking comics every Sunday at 7 p.m. And we're also bringing on some dope ass people, and we get more and more every time. And the conversations have been phenomenal. Thank y'all for supporting the small comic creators that we have talked about. They put in work. We love what they do. Your support is incredibly needed. Okay. I stream right after the show, usually anywhere between when we're done and when I come from the bathroom. And right now I'm still playing TCG Card Shop Simulator. So if y'all want to watch me kind of food bar store and watch stinky people get cleaned up and sell Pokemon-esque cards, by all means, oh, trust me, I got a system in place. Nobody comes to my store looking like funky corn chips.
Hey.
And if I had to say anything, do not let anybody tell you that you can't be who you are. Do not let anyone take your energy, your vibe, your flow, your momentum. Don't let anybody take that, because they're only trying to steal it from you because you know how to wield it. You know how to manifest it. You know how to handle it, and you know how to make things work. You are charismatic in everything that you do, even though you don't think you are. You draw people. A kind word turn away wrath. So guess what? Don't let these haters say anything to you. Don't let them influence you. You take your power and you influence somebody else. You manifest them. You inspire them and motivate them so that way they can join you in the spaces that they were never invited in. Be a superhero.
I gotta catch it on playback.
Yes! That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I want to roll credits after that. That's all I wanted. You roll credits on that. That's all I wanted.
Needed that one.
That's all
I can't stand you, man.
You know what I immediately thought about?
What's that?
Remember that Christmas episode of Boondocks where they were
That's exactly where that's from.
And the music and the back flips. It's like who
right,
is these people?
I just played that back, y'all.
I'm done. As Yo would say, I'm weak.
I thought it was gonna be a more you know sound. Y'all went full church.
Man.
Yo.
Was that Jasmine's Christmas?
That was
Christmas is sitting there. Chris is already sitting there with it in hand. He's like, yes, let me wait. I got the button. I'm ready right now.
That was the Boondocks thing I said from the.
It's like the animals in his house. Gosh. The animals in his house already knew what was about to happen.
I can't stand y'all. I can't. Oh my god!
If you'd have seen Spartan in the background, he was like,
I had a full on Drax moment. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh gosh, my face. Yo, y'all are so
I want to thank our guest, family, Mark Cooper, for stopping through, talking about the Orange Tape 2. Go check him out. Drops Thursday. Show your support. Thank you to the crew. Thank you for that word, Navy.
Thank you for the heart attack. Thank you for the stroke.
You can catch us Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, YouTube, Twitch. You can listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast. Be sure to leave a 5-star review on the podcast. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and a notification on the YouTube channel. Tell a friend. Help us get to that 5K and beyond. And don't be afraid to go ahead and donate. It's necessary because the ship, it ain't easy, but it gets done. But yeah, especially with con season kind of winding down, we're building up to go start up for the new season of cons. So that helps out. That helps out the show. That helps out the running of the show and everything in between. And so it goes to a good cause. It's not being wasted. It's not going out to get McDonald's because we're on strike with them anyway. Since they turned in the claims adjusters, whoever that was. I don't care if you brought back the snack wrap. I don't care. But
got your book.
Yeah. So in that, Burger King already said we don't do snitches. That is such the pettiest rivalry I've ever seen. But I love it.
I was expecting that out of Wendy's, but all right.
It was Nintendo with the tweet and delete of Luigi saying "free him."
Dang. Oh man. So with all that being said, thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm glad we was able to have a lot of laughs and make everybody comfortable because this is what we do. Check us out Thursday because we don't know what we're doing. Oh yeah, we do. We're talking about the Skeleton Crew and possibly Creature Commandos because that's on right now. I can see Kira's face. So I'm getting over here because I'm getting to go to watch Skeleton Crew, and we're gonna talk about some theories because wow. Until then, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, educate or encourage yourself and others. Chris Fury with the crew, along with Mark Cooper. That away. We will see you guys Thursday.
Sure.